Good morning, Kiddo Kids, and welcome to your Tuesday, September 26th. And today happens to be National Lumberjack Day, which is a day about lumberjacks, pretty straightforward, which are really the people involved in logging that have for many generations been trying to harvest timber from our nation's great forests. And they're pretty accomplished people with a long, long history. Really did a fairly dangerous and very labor-intensive job. And it dates all the way back to our very first president, who's famous for having chopped down a cherry tree. I don't know why George decided to do it, but he did. And this ends up being a little bit more of a myth, possibly. But the whole moral behind it was that he was honest about it and, said like, hey, I did this. But here's one thing I do want to point out in this painting is that check out George's face right there. I mean, he is like actually a 40-year-old man with like, a child's body, which is kind of a hilarious thing. But anyways, even other presidents were famous for lumberjacking, whether it be Abraham Lincoln, who'd always have a book in his hand as well, or how about somebody fictional like Paul Bunyan and his giant blue ox babe. But on top of that, I wouldn't be a good art teacher if I didn't tell you about stuff like famous paintings of lumberjacks, along with that Norman Rockwell image of Abraham Lincoln. Here's an Edvard Munch lumberjack painting that I absolutely love. But along with that, there's some awesome stuff, art that actually made lumberjacking to even that much more of that romantic career field, something that you'd go out and really want to do and explore and be part of the great outdoors. But there's kind of a dark side to it, which is we used to just clear cut forests. We'd chop them down completely. And that's just not environmentally friendly. Nowadays, most lumberjacks do much more responsible logging. They actually help the forests by taking away trees that are crowding each other out. They take out trees that are suffering the first stages of blight or might have a parasite in them, kind of thing, like the emerald ash borer. And then there's lumberjacks that do amazing things for forests like firefighting. Lumberjacks that help create fire lines. And these firejacks actually do an awesome job of creating these buffers that keep the fires from spreading nearly as far. And that's a really amazing job when you think about it. Or how about people that actually do lumberjack competitions, which is really incredible. If you've ever watched these, they are really entertaining. They are people that move extremely fast at cutting, chopping, and climbing, and just do some really cool feats for your entertainment. So pretty cool to watch. All right, so knowing all that, let's find the flag in the room and...
Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
All right, you crazy kind of goods. Let's talk a little about food for the day. We happen to have a PB&J sandwich on the menu with string cheese or soft taco with salsa, vegetarian beans, baby carrots dressing, pears, and milk. What's going on with that weather outside? It's going to be some more gorgeous weather. High in the mid-60s today. Today is one of the cooler days we're going to have for a little while. Wednesday and Thursday, very much the same, just slightly warmer. Friday, even a little bit higher, closer to the 70s, but it's going to be that cool fall weather. Very low chance of rain, some cloud cover here and there, but just overall very comfortable, very nice weather to report to you. Well, guess what's going on? We're going to do those Kendall canines, and I do want to tell you about our dog here, Tucker, Danny's pooch, and absolutely beautiful dog. I'm going to have to say plus 2,000 points for pure fluffiness and huggability because that dog just looks like any dog. Plus, check out that cool little Santa Claus toy that he's brought right there. He must love that thing. Anyways, let's do our very end of our announcements, Kendall mission statement. The mission of the Kendall Central School District to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. Well, hope you guys have a terrific Tuesday, and if I don't get a chance to see you, remember to stay colorful, Kendall.